last effort to stop the Department of Labor's new overtime rule, 21 states filed a motion to temporarily block the order. That overtime rule nearly doubles the current overtime salary threshold to just over $47,000 a year. South Carolina, one of the states after that injunction because it would cost employers more than $2 million just to comply with the law. News Channel 6's Stephanie Borman live in our studio now with what this all means for salaried workers. Stephanie?
Brad, if your annual salary is between $23,660 and $47,476 and you work more than 40 hours a week, your employer will have to compensate you for the extra hours or increase your salary to the new threshold. This goes into effect on December 1st, but due to the payroll cycle, some employers have no option but to enact that rule tomorrow.
We have 72 people in that range.
Aiken County is bracing for the Department of Labor's new overtime rule. Human Resources Director Gail Woolman says right now the plan is to make sure no one exceeds their 40-hour work week. However, if the overtime rule sticks, Aiken County currently doesn't have the money to pay workers for their extra hours, and a contingency fund was not included in next year's budget.
Salaried workers here tend to work a lot longer hours. They work many more than 40 hours. And some of that is because we are very lean here in the county. We don't have a lot of employees to do a lot of jobs.
People who work for the county government tend to wear many hats, requiring them to put in more time at the office. Woolman says she's tracked the overtime, and it would cost taxpayers an extra $140,000 to compensate workers. Still, there are exceptions to the rule. It's those departments that can't stick to the regular 40-hour work week.
And that would be our emergency medical services, our sheriff's office, and our detention center. So those three areas will continue to operate as they always have, and they will be calculated for overtime and they will receive that time.
Councilman Andrew Sider says the county aims to be fair when it comes to paying their employees and feels the Department of Labor is going to send many employers into turmoil.
It's going to cause a tremendous burden on a lot of people, not just big companies, but small companies as well.
So the lawsuit challenging the overtime rule was filed in Texas. A ruling could be made within the next week. Jenny?